Welcome to Epic Tales Universe, where legends come to life and myths unravel their mysteries. If you're fascinated by ancient stories and mythical heroes, you're in the right place. Today, we journey into the heart of Norse mythology to meet one of its most powerful and beloved figures, Thor, the god of thunder. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss an epic adventure. Thor, born from the union of Odin, the All-Father, and Jord, the personification of the earth, is a god whose essence is deeply tied to both sky and earth. His father, Odin, was the chief of the Asgard gods, revered for his wisdom and leadership, while his mother, Jord, symbolized the strength and nurturing power of the earth. He was destined to become the defender of both the gods and humankind, a protector who wielded the elemental forces of nature to preserve order and peace. Thor's role in Norse mythology is unique. While many gods in the pantheon embody wisdom, cunning, or strategy, Thor is the embodiment of brute force and direct action. He is a warrior through and through, and his primary duty is to protect both Asgard, the realm of the gods, and Midgard, the realm of humans, from the ever-encroaching chaos represented by the Jotnar, the giants of Norse myth. The Jotnar are ancient beings of immense strength, often associated with the untamable forces of nature, such as storms, ice, and wild seas. These giants are frequently in conflict with the Aesir, and Thor, more than any other god, stands at the front lines of this battle. Thor's legendary hammer, Mjolnir, is his most iconic symbol. Mjolnir was crafted by the master dwarven blacksmiths Sindri and Brokkr, who, according to myth, created the hammer after a bet with Loki, the trickster god. The hammer, while short in handle due to Loki's interference, was imbued with magical properties. It was not only a weapon of unparalleled destruction, capable of summoning thunder and lightning, but also a sacred tool used for blessings, consecrating marriages, and sanctifying events. Mjolnir was said to be so powerful that Thor could use it to strike down the mighty Jotnar with ease. But the hammer's power was not solely in its destructive force. Like a boomerang, Mjolnir always returned to Thor's hand, no matter how far it was thrown. Thor's relationship with Mjolnir was central to his identity. In one of the famous myths, the hammer is stolen by the giant Thrym, who demands Freya, the goddess of love and beauty, as ransom in exchange for Mjolnir's return. The gods are faced with a dire situation. Without Mjolnir, Thor cannot defend Asgard from its enemies. However, instead of acquiescing to Thrym's demand, Thor devises a plan to outwit the giant. With the help of Loki, Thor disguises himself as Freya and attends the wedding feast in Thrym's hall. During the celebration, Thor is presented with Mjolnir, and upon grasping the hammer, he reveals his true form and slays Thrym and the entire giant clan, restoring order once again. This story highlights both Thor's incredible might and his willingness to use cunning when necessary, though he much prefers brute strength to trickery. In addition to his formidable combat abilities, Thor was beloved by the Norse people for his direct, straightforward nature. He was a god of action, not of words, and this made him a figure whom common folk could relate to. Unlike his father, Odin, who was often involved in complex schemes and hidden motives, Thor's path was clear. He fought for justice, for honor, and for the protection of his people. His association with storms and thunder made him a deity closely tied to the natural world, and as a result, he became a central figure in the daily lives of the Norse. Farmers prayed to him for good weather and fruitful harvests. Sailors asked for his protection against deadly sea storms, and warriors invoked his strength before going into battle. Thor was not just a divine protector in a metaphysical sense. He was a god who actively intervened in the world, and his influence was felt in every aspect of life. One of Thor's defining characteristics was his sense of duty. His constant battles against the Jotnar were not for glory, but because it was his responsibility to maintain balance in the cosmos. This sense of duty is most powerfully demonstrated in his many encounters with the giants. In one particularly famous myth, Thor faces Hrungnir, a giant known for his immense size and strength. The tale begins when Hrungnir is lured into Asgard by Loki, where he grows drunk and boasts of his superiority over the gods. Enraged by the giant's arrogance, Thor challenges him to a duel. The battle that follows is fierce and violent, with Hrungnir wielding a massive stone weapon and Thor relying on Mjolnir. In the end, Thor's hammer shatters Hrungnir's stone shield and strikes the giant dead, but not without consequence. Shards of Hrungnir's weapon embed themselves in Thor's head, a painful reminder of the costs of such battles. While Thor's strength was undeniable, His adventures often took unexpected turns that revealed the limits of even his power. One such tale involves Thor's journey to Jotunheim, the land of the giants, alongside Loki and their companion, Jalfi. On their journey, they encounter a giant named Skrymir, who proves to be even larger and more powerful than Thor had anticipated. Despite his best efforts, Thor is unable to defeat Skrymir, and his mightiest blows seem to have no effect. The truth is later revealed that Skrymir had used powerful illusions to deceive Thor and his companions, showing that in Norse myth, brute strength alone is not always enough to overcome challenges. Wisdom and trickery also play important roles in shaping the fates of gods and men. Yet the most profound and fateful story in Thor's legend is his role in Ragnarok, the prophesied end of the world. Ragnarok foretells the fall of the gods, the destruction of the cosmos, and the rise of chaos. During this apocalyptic event, Thor is destined to face his greatest enemy, Jormungandr, the world serpent. Jormungandr, who had grown so large that it encircled the entire earth, was a creature of immense power and Thor's arch-nemesis. The two are fated to meet in a final cataclysmic battle during Ragnarok. As the world crumbles around them, Thor and Jormungandr will clash in a fight that shakes the very foundations of existence. Thor will eventually slay the great serpent, but the victory will be short-lived. Poisoned by Jormungandr's venom, Thor will take 9 steps before succumbing to the poison, dying shortly after his triumph. This bittersweet ending illustrates the core theme of Norse mythology. Even the mightiest of gods cannot escape their fate, and in the end, all must face death. Thor was a god who stood between order and chaos, wielding his mighty hammer to protect the world from the destructive forces that sought to tear it apart. His bravery, strength, and loyalty continue to inspire awe, even in modern times. Thor's legacy, passed down through generations of storytellers, remains a symbol of courage, protection, and the unyielding spirit of a hero who fights for what is right, no matter the cost. Thank you for joining us on today's epic adventure into the myth of Thor. If you enjoyed this journey through Norse mythology, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to Epic Tales Universe for more legendary stories. Don't forget to ring the notification bell so you never miss an episode. Until next time, keep the legends alive.